What's up, everybody? Sail here for another day of TLS2 round of 16. That's right, we have a Sunday cast today because why not? So it's going to be Group B of the round of 16, which will have... Hey, it's going to have Michael, Julia, Lancer X, and Cryoc. That is pretty exciting. Michael, of course, our runner-up from last season. Joined by perhaps some unfamiliar faces here. I don't think... Well, okay, Julia, I think, made it to the round of 24, maybe the round of 16 last season, but I don't think Lancer X or Cryoc played at all. So yeah, it would be interesting to see how they get on. Anyway, let's come back here. Hey, good, sweet. Nice little viewer count right now. It feels nice and cozy, you know. When you get up to like the 1,000 viewers and stuff, it's like it's less personal. But this is like it's like my old school casts where I can just chill out, just have a few people. You guys are special. See. Anyway, yeah. All right. So first game's gonna be Michael vs. Cryoc. Format same as yesterday. 2 best of 1s and then 3 best of 3 matches. Determine who's going to make it out of the group. 2 slots to make it out. 2 people will be eliminated. And of course, once you do get to the round of 8, it becomes a best of 5 single elimination bracket. So, yeah, the format will change after that. Could be quite interesting. I'm actually really interested to see what the matchups there are. I will probably spoil yesterday's results. If you haven't watched that yet, then too bad. Actually, maybe I'll not. You know what? I'll try not to. I'll try and hold off. I won't say anything. I may accidentally, but I'll try and hold off. So anyway, let's have a look at our first match here. Michael versus Cryoc. As I said, Michael, runner-up last season, so he's pretty darn good. However, he's not been performing very well recently. His most recent casted matches were 2 games in the Gambits Cup Finals, so he played in the first 2 weeks, and he lost both games, actually, to really not the most amazing Terran players. He actually lost to Andre, and also to TTF. TTF actually just cheesed him out, which is really funny. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with him, but, you know, I do know that he did feel a little bit embarrassed about how he performed in the finals last season, so he did say he was going to practice a lot more for this season and prepare better. I guess we'll have to see how he does today. Cryoc, on the other hand, of course, huge up-and-coming player. I've been hyping this guy up for, I don't know, maybe a month or so now. Him and Wands are the big guys on the to-watch list, the dark horses in the tournament. I think Cryoc probably has a much better chance of getting through to the round of 8 than Wands does, to be honest. Because he's a bit of a TVZ specialist, and of course he's got Michael and Julia in his group. So definitely a possibility here. And of course, since the first 2 matches are best of 1, anything can happen. So with that, I think we can just go on to the first game. It's going to be Michael versus Cryoc, and on Wind and Cloud. Okay, so here we are in game number 1 at the top right as the Orange Terran. We do have Mr. Cryoc. And at the bottom left as the Blue Zerg, we have Michael, aka the Cheese King. But I guess we'll see if he's going to risk that in a best of 1, bust out something cheesy, or not. Then again, it is sort of like a double elim-ish group, so even if he does lose in the first game, he will not be completely eliminated just yet. Anyway, quick disclaimer, by the way, I totally forgot to take a nap before the cast. I usually try and take like a quick power nap so I can survive the cast, but I was totally playing Fire Emblem and forgot. And like Tupac, you know, sends me the replays like 20 minutes ago, and I was like, oh my god, are we actually starting? So that was not ideal. But I will carry on. I have a nice big bowl of grapes next to me. I see someone suggesting coffee in the chat. See, I thought about it, but I don't know. I don't really respond well to coffee. Like, it doesn't actually pump me up more, but so I don't feel the high from drinking the coffee, but I always crash afterwards anyway, so I get like all the negative effects and none of the positive effects. But grapes, man. Grapes. No, it wasn't Awakening. I really want to get Fire Emblem Awakening, but I don't have a 3DS. And I don't want to buy a 3DS just to play Fire Emblem. So I'm really sad about that. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can play Awakening without getting a 3DS. I was playing Path of Radiance. It's the GameCube one. Anyway. So what's happening in the game? This is a 12 hatch from Michael, and this is like the beginnings of a 1-Rex expand from what's his face? Cryoc. So, looks like we have SCB Scout, gonna check things out, gonna high-five this drone. Interestingly, if you look at the minimap, so Michael sent his first Overlord vertically to the close natural, and he's sending his second Overlord to the far natural. This is quite risky. If the Terran was 8-raxing, this would be a free kill right here. If you notice, actually, in yesterday's game, Bakuryu did the opposite scouting order, so he sent his first Overlord to the first. He was actually in the same spawn as well, so Bakuryu spawned here. He sent his first Overlord to the far natural, and then his second Overlord to the close natural, because that actually makes more sense in terms of keeping your Overlords alive. But look at this, Michael's actually not concerned at all. He's just sending his Overlords straight across. And he's going to see now that it's just a 1-Rex expand anyway, so he doesn't have to worry about it. That drone should survive, barely, actually 1 shot remaining. So that is pretty good. Sorry, getting distracted by the chat as well. I'm hoping that somebody has a suggestion for how I can play Awakening. Or, you know, just like buy me a 3DS. Some really kind people actually like gifted me TL Plus yesterday. So I think like before the cast yesterday, someone gifted me a month of TL Plus, and then yesterday after, like how I told my story about my mom trolling me with the like the date Asian women ads on TL, somebody actually gifted me 6 months of TL Plus, so that was really awesome. It was anonymous too, so I don't even know who to say thank you to. Anyway. Some cool person is out there. And whoa, what's this? What's this? What's this? 3 racks? 4 racks? No gas? What? Cryoc? Cryoc, you crazy, bro? You crazy? Can somebody tell me what this build is? I have never seen 4 racks before gas after a 1-Rack expand. He's going for something a little bit silly here. He's doing something a little bit silly. Draw says it's the Ayumi build. Is this really the Ayumi build? I've not seen that in so long that I can't even remember what the build is. All I know is it's like you cut SCVs really, really fast, and you're basically all in after fast expanding, which is pretty funny. I think there was actually a really cool execution of it in some Pro League game or something where the Terran actually, like, because he was going to cut SCVs really early, but there was an Overlord over his natural, he transferred like every single SCV from his main to his natural, so it looked like he had full saturation, but he actually only had like 3 SCVs mining in the main, and then he just did it all in, but the Zerg didn't know because his Overlord was here and he saw a lot of SCVs. It was actually really, really cool to watch. I have no idea who the players were or what the map was. I think it was a blue tile set map, but other than that, I'm not really sure. Hopefully somebody knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, so it looks like Zergling speed is almost done. Just about to pop there. And, yep, there is the Academy behind it. So, getting a slightly delayed Academy in exchange for a much quicker Marine boost. And we can see he's not building SCVs. He has stopped building SCVs, so, I couldn't notice when exactly he stopped, but this is the time. Now, is Michael going to sense something's going on here? These Marines are being mighty brave poking out, but, you know, nowadays that's actually not too uncommon to see early Marines poking out, and Cryoc did actually hide half of his forces as well. So now Cryoc is moving out. The Overlord doesn't see it, though. Does he see the rest of the forces? I don't actually know if he was close enough. Oh, man, it's too late to actually undo the vision. Oh, there's like no fancy hockeys like in SC2 Opting where you can just like quickly switch between player vision. Anyway, so see the attack is moving out. I guess we can see by how many Sunkens he's making. He's making 3 Sunkens, which I think is still fairly normal at this point. That's not actually going to be enough to stop this. That is not going to be nearly enough to stop this. So Michael, okay, he's making 1 more Sunken. He actually needs, like, I think at least 1 more Sunken. He needs 5 total. He's making a 5th one now. I don't know if that's going to be in time, though. Only one of these he's finished. 2 more are about to finish, but Cryoc is going for it. He's not waiting for his medics. He's trying to catch it before the Sunken's finished, but 2 more Sunkens to finish. The first Sunken is going to stay up as well, so 5 Marines have fallen. Michael actually cancels one of the Sunkens. I don't know if that was a good idea. That could be a very costly mistake here, because there's a lot of Marines incoming here. He's going to rely on 5 Sunkens. It looks like he might rebuild one, but having canceled that, that could actually kill him, because now there's 4 medics to 4 Sunkens. That is the crucial number. 1 medic per Sunken colony is the magic number. The mutas are out. The mutas are out, but is it going to be enough? The bust is incoming. There's the stim. I heard the stim, and here we go. He's going for the break. He needs to target the damage Sunken colony. He takes down the first. No, why is he not target firing? Where's the target fire, Cryoc? All right, he gets 1 of them. Second Sunken does go down. Michael has micro the mutas, but he's failing a little bit on the micro. I don't know what's going on there. Third Sunken colony is about to fall here. The third one goes down. Only 2 remaining. A lot of Marines still remaining, but is it going to be enough? The mutas, there's actually plenty of mutas here. Yeah, it looks like Michael is just going to hold it off with the mutas. And GG from Cryoc. The Ayumi fails. And that is that. Man, I thought Cryoc could have had that. Questionable execution there of the bust. Questionable. I don't know about that. It definitely looked like he could have done it there. Ran in at first, lost 5 Marines. I mean, the thing is, right, if those other 2 Sunkens hadn't been about to finish, he maybe could have, like, took down the first Sunken and just won right there. So it was close. It was close. But yes, unfortunately, there was no recovering after he lost all his Marines. Some people were saying, like, why did he leave so early? He was basically all in there. After losing all his Marines, I mean, how's he going to defend the mutas? You know, he's got, like, no SCVs. I don't even know if he had an E-bay. I imagine he didn't even have an engineering bay. So that was that. Anyway, so that means Michael does go on to the winner's match, Cryoc in the loser's match. And our next series is going to be, or next game rather, not series, because it's the best of 1, is going to be a ZVP between Julia and the Lancer X, aka Must. So I'll be back for that game after this quick break.